Namaskar, everyone. Today, I'm here again with you all to share something about course of study, dear students. In fact, course of study is not very important if we see from the life point of view. Nowadays, most of the students are worried about what course of study is or will be in days to come. We have been going through difficulties nowadays. However, some of the very interested students, they are asking me about the course of study, so this and that. But I would like to request all my dear students, please do not worry about course of study. Course of study is nothing, because your life is more important, and you need to just know what your life is. You see, in the world, most of the people that who are successful in their life, they are not because of the course of study that they have exactly followed. They studied the course of study of their life. In a way, they prepared the course of their life themselves, and they knew who they were, what their quality was, and they followed accordingly by creating a manual to mobilize their let's say life themselves. So, dear students, however, in the context of the FAL country, we need to just depend on course of study since it has been prescribed by the government as well, right? So, but I would like to just share about this course of study, something in short. Frankly speaking, the most of students, they have been, taking course of study as the burden. You can see like the figure, okay? So bulky books are available there in the market, and you need to pay a lot of money for that, and just to get it and go thoroughly and then just read these and that, etc. Varieties of books for the same subject have been prescribed to. It is really tough job for all the students, even as a student. So for me also, it's quite difficult which book is to read, which publication, right? And which writer exactly. So it's quite difficult. So in a short, what I have found is that syllabus has been taken. Syllabus is something like 80 GB. Syllabus is of 80 GB, volume, and then we study out of 80 GB only 80 MB in MB, right? You see here, syllabus is of 80 GB, and we study only out of that 80 MB, and then it retains in our mind only 80 KB. See, syllabus in GB, we study in MB and retains in our mind KB, right? And more importantly, we write in the examination only 80 bytes. You see, from GB to bytes. That's why what happens, result comes in binary digits like, 00, 101 or 1011. This is the situation, my dear children. That's why course of study is not everything. We need to study our life, and then we need to study something that is related to our life that we exactly experience in everyday life. Okay, so if we follow in this way, what happened, no, in the context of Nepal country, even I have been just teaching right now, I'm not out of that, right? So I'm realizing this right present, and then I'm trying my best to just to convey this some message that I have understood to among you all the students, right? So what happens if we study in this way and then just retain in mind in this way, write in the examination, and the result comes in that way? Okay, then after lockdown again, if we resume the class, it the same thing happens. Then whatever we have understood, we might have forgotten this. If anybody asks any question to us, I think it is quite difficult to answer or reply to the teacher or whoever asks us, right, about our subject matter and all, etc. So there is a small joke, like our understanding and our response will be like this. One day the teacher, after a long time, asked to the students about the science. The teacher was asking in the classroom here, okay, who will tell the chemical formula of water? And our understanding best answer will be by student like this. It's HIJKLMNO. You see the students, right? Answer was given by the student like this. And teacher got surprised and then asked again, what is this? And then answer was, sir, yesterday you told us that it is H2O. Of course, our understanding will be partial. You see, we study 80 MB, out of that, it retains in our mind 80 KB. Then answer will be like that. Something that we had understood, but that was partially, true, and what is the truth? that does not comes in our mind. Let's say for replying correct answer is the teacher expects. Same thing happens if we do not understand each other, if we do not pay attention, if we do not follow the technique of understanding, remembering the things taught by the teacher. If the teacher does not teach properly and the students also does not understand accordingly, it happens like that. So frankly speaking, the relation between the teacher and the student is like a doctor and the patient. If the doctor does not know how to treat by examining the students properly, and if student also does not get the proper instruction by the, let's say, proper teacher, or the doctor, and does not follow the what is called prescription provided, given, or follows the advice given by the doctor properly, then of course understanding will be like this. Okay, and result comes in this way, right, regarding our health as well. So dear students, so I would like to share a joke today. All right, you have been following the joke on the YouTube also, I know that, but this is the third joke. So one day, after a long time gap, the teacher was teaching in his first class. Okay, very nicely. And the teacher asked, the students, since the students were feeling lazy and then sleeping, okay, in a way, judging there, right? So, we are sleeping in the class, the teacher asked. And the student replies nicely, your voice is so sweet, that's why I'm sleeping, sir. And then listening that, the teacher again remember all this, no, and then asks, then why are others not sleeping? Only you are sleeping? And then immediately, stood up and then laughing, just answers to the teacher. They aren't listening to you, sir. You see the relationship between teacher and student also, seen like this. Teacher, they wanna teach and teach and teach and teach. One way lecture they give, we give, right, as the teacher. And then students also, they listen, they have patience for a few minutes, for a few seconds, for a few hours and hours. And then after that, they start feeling bored, and then their answer will be like this, dear. So you know you know if there is no link between the teacher and student, and then the students also, they do not get ready to listen to the teacher, and the teacher also is not, let's say, delivering the, let's say, contain or whatever thing in a very proper way, scientific way, or on the basis of the psychology, then the result will be like this, my dear. Same thing may happen if I share something today to you also. But however, let me just give some idea, some tips, so that you will get some, I think, context, contain also. Okay, that may be helpful for you. Right. So try to understand this. Last time we discussed about the health, population, and environment, here, but we didn't study about what the aspects really are of these three disciplines: health, population, environment. Okay, so okay, first of all, we need to know what aspect means. Aspects means a particular part or feature of something, you know. So aspect means particular part or feature of something, you see, right? So there are some specific aspects which can be, just remembered within short time also, my dear children. The first is physical aspect, second biological aspect, third political aspect, fourth psychological aspect, fifth socio-cultural, sixth economic, and seventh science and technology, etc. The seven are major aspects of this three discipline: health, population, and environment. If we see in our life also, you see these all seven are very important part of the feature of this health, population, environment. As soon as we talk about our health, now the physical things come, or political things, biological things, socio-cultural things, psychological, economic, or science and technological things, or these features come to our mind, right? And you see, these all are present in the environment as well. And if we want to know about this, if we want to educate somebody else, if we want to get some education, then without this particular part, without these features, without these aspects, no, any study, any education, either that is health, population, environment, is incomplete. That's why the seven aspects are very much important. Now, what does this physical aspect mean here? Physical aspect includes all the physical things that may be natural or man-made. Natural, for example, water, air, land. without which can you imagine your life? Can you imagine the existence of any biological things? Or let's say biological means here what? All the living organisms, including human beings, plants, birds, animals of varieties. You see, all the organisms, living organisms, come under the biological aspect. So we cannot imagine our existence as a human being because we are a biological aspect of these three disciplines: health, population, environment. Right. So one aspects affects another aspect, dear children. Right. Similarly, if we see political aspect, that includes generally commitment, power, development. Any development work that we conduct for the facilities, okay, to get, or in order to provide facilities through different development activities, the government should make proper plan policies and should have a kind of commitment towards it, and then should use your proper power, right? So your power does not mean only about, let's say, post and all, etc., but also the human resources of different types and their, let's say, participation in development activities in order to bring positive changes in the society. You see here, that's all these things are come under the political aspect. This is another aspect of the health, health, population, environment. And next is psychological. You see there, this psychological is very much important. As it is said, uh, you know, as you see, so you grow, or as you sow, so you reap, or whatever you think, everything just is determined by the way you think. If you think positively, of course, if you are positive, if you have positive attitude, of course you will see things positive there. That's why sorry. That's why psychological aspect is another and let's say important feature or part of these three disciplines. Under psychological aspect, feelings that you have comes under, how you feel towards towards health, towards population or environment. If you have positive psychology towards health, and you maintain your health, you clean surrounding, or just think about the proper specific number of population and all, etc., even in your family too, right? Your thinking, your attitude, your feelings, your behavior, etc., plays vital role. That's why this psychological aspect is another very important feature aspect of this health, population, and environment, dear children. Similarly, if you see the under social aspect, socio-cultural aspect, now our culture, tradition, rule and regulation that is being followed in our society, or the way we live our life. Somebody has said, the life, your health is the way you live, or the way you eat, or health is what you eat. If you eat good things, balanced diet, of course, your health is also affected accordingly, and the health of population also will be maintained accordingly, right? And then an education or whatever you want, okay, that will be determined accordingly, and environment or surrounding where you have been living also will be exactly structured accordingly, right? So the lifestyle that you have been living, tradition, culture, religion, different kinds of, let's say, belief, norms and values that you follow, they are also another aspect of these three disciplines there. And next is economic. Of course, economic comes under what? Money matter, right? And money is important because exactly it plays vital role to fulfill our all kind of facilities, like that maybe health facilities, education facilities, right? Let's say in short, according to Maslow, right? Psychologist Maslow, our additional and let's say, okay, my basic needs. First, basic needs like food, shelter, clothing, etc. Love, affection. And then what? The additional needs, whatever we need, for additional purposes, for satisfaction, for getting treatment, for anything. Okay. Yes, for the external facilities also, they come under the additional, right? That's why without economy, without strong income, without employment, proper employment, we do not get a source of income, right? So we can't fulfill our demands, and we can't fulfill our, let's say, needs, either basic or additional. Due to poverty, what happens, people, they are unable to maintain their health. They are unable to understand what environment is or health education is, or they don't know what in what population education is in reality. That's why the size of population in the poor country is large, okay, or environment is dirty, right? Their health is ruined. See, that's why poor economic condition also is one of the aspect of health, population, and environment. And then last one is science and technological aspect, my dear children. While talking about this, what comes invention that we have been using at present, right? Health facility that we have been getting, and then transportation facility that we have been using at present. All these come under the what? Major aspect of health, population, and environment education. And all they are interconnected each other. There. One depends on other. So do not forget about this. I think you liked it. Okay, if you liked it, you can share among your friends, right? And do write some comments so that I will be presenting in different way in days to come. Thank you. Goodbye. See you next time. Stay home. Stay safe. Bye bye.